Get back to the beef. What's the beef? Everybody in America is upset because they think China is buying all the land. China's buying us out. They're dominating America. They took all our land. So instead of just talking about stuff, we decided to dive into the real numbers because that's what you do when you want to know stuff. You actually you look up the facts, right? You just guess. If I want to do that, I'd watch the news. All right, so the controversy continues to grow across the U.S. and China, primarily targeted for the new rules. However, China doesn't own most of the farmland in the U.S., according to this USDA report. It's actually Canada. Canada accounts for 32%, which is 14 million acres in the U.S. So Canada owns the most in the U.S. that is a foreign country. Rounding out the top five are the Netherlands, which is 12% of U.S. land. Italy at 6%. The United Kingdom 6%. Germany at 5%. Shout out to Germany. They big fans of the show. They've been sending some stuff over. So together, the citizens in those countries hold 13 million acres, or 29% of the foreign-held acres in the U.S. China owns, ready for this, less than 1%, guys. 1%, or which is about 350,000 acres. That's all the land that China owns in the U.S. And told 43.4 million acres of forest and farmland in the U.S., or 34% of all ag land, is foreign owned as of December 2022. Roughly 30 million of those acres that's reported to be foreign owned, with the remaining primary under 10-year or longer leases. Of 30 million, 60% as owner operated, 14 has tenants or sharecroppers as a producer, and 12% report to a manager other than the owner or the tenant of the sharecropper, and 7% said, "I ain't answering your questions, man." So nobody knows. The USDA said that two biggest Chinese-owned companies with lands holdings in the U.S. are Brazos Highlands and Murphy Brown LLC, which owns Smithfield Foods, and Brazos Highland reportedly owns 102,000 acres. Smithfield owns 97,000. The USDA reports that those five states combined account for 85% of China's farmland ownership. In Texas, China has long-term leases associated with wind energy, and in North Carolina and Missouri is tied to Smithfield. The foreign-held farmland has become a hot-button topic on Capitol Hill. Everybody's upset, thinking China's buying up all the land when they're only have 1%. So if you want to know what is happening, to cut a long story short, the top five states with the largest Chinese holdings are: number one, Texas, with 162,000 acres; North Carolina, 44,000; Missouri, 43,000; Utah, 32,000, and Virginia at 14,000 acres. That's where the China's at. China's not buying up the U.S., it is Canada. So there you go, people of the internet.